March 30th, 1939, Bob Kane and Bill Finger created a legend, Batman. Tonight, we will discuss 10 alternate universes, fan theories, and twists of the world's greatest detective. Stay tuned.
And welcome to another episode of The Twisted 10.
What's up, everybody?
What's happening? And we have a very, very special guest sitting with us again tonight, back by popular demand. I'm Adam. I am one of your regular hosts. However, I am not hosting jack shit tonight. I'm just going to be drinking some booze and hanging out with my boys. Sitting in the chair over here next to me, you can see him live on Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv/twisted10.
Got it.
Ron.
No. Jabba the Ron. Jabba the Ron.
And,
damn it, sitting in an unusual seat. President Googs is out tonight, so sitting in the producer hot seat tonight with a camera faced at him.
What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm Josh, and I also am not bringing a list tonight, though it is my turn, and before these guys give me any shit, I'm totally ready. My list is written. I'm so ready for next week.
That's what I say, too, when I'm not ready. All right, so, just kidding. So that leaves us with only one person, none of the three main hosts. So back by popular demand is Tall Trey Comedy. Welcome back to the studio.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be back.
Hell yeah. We actually got your shirt hanging up back there now, so it should be able to be seen on mic. You can see it on the microphone.
and hear it on our cameras.
No, it's we've got Tall Trey Comedy shirt hanging up in the back beside our Twisted 10. On the other side of Trey is the True Phonic shirt, too.
And it's in shot. Now, Trey's head, as we position the camera, because I want to give as much love to True Phonic as possible, but I made sure his shirt was in the shot, too. So you got Tall Trey... And the comedy's a little dark, but that's okay. Tall Trey Comedy.
That's accurate.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty spot on. I think we nailed that. We do have a couple extra lights in studio tonight, but I don't think that's really doing much for us. So President Googs and Josh have found us some studio lighting to make our Twitch stream a little bit more vibrant, because it does. I mean, it's apropos. It kind of fits. We are in a studio basement, so it does kind of look like a basement in here. Especially Josh's shot. I can't wait to see your shot, because I think with the concrete wall,
it's so grungy behind me.
Is it?
That's great. Yeah, the concrete block behind me is just nobody else can see it, but behind my chair and on the ground there's some storage and boxes and a couple of computers back here.
Rats and mice and snakes and shit.
You can't see it at all, though. There's just me and my mic and this super grungy urban looking concrete wall.
That's pretty cool.
We have two totally different definitions of grungy, though, I would like to say.
It's a good point. So welcome back to the show. Ron, I'm going to give you this week. Why don't you take it away? Do our business part of the show first. Get our plugs out of the way. Are you going to plug bell yourself? No, I mean when it's
there. I just did.
All right, fuck it. Take it. Run with it.
All right. Before we kick it off, big thanks to the Twisted Cancel. The Twisted Cancel Culture.
How do you like them apples?
The Twisted Council for their support of the show. You guys rock. I do not rock saying it, but you guys rock being it. Very special thanks to our elders, and it says call out the list.
Is it on the back?
Which it is not.
Damn. Thing 2110 Fluff.
Regalia, Cerespa.
And we're going to forget people.
It's on one of the sheets.
Yeah, I don't know.
The sheet that wasn't my
it's right
chair.
down there on the ground. Can you reach that?
Let's see. Thing
No.
2110,
Hell no.
Cerespa, Fluff, Regalia. I'm forgetting
I magically can't even send a tweet anymore for some reason.
Tycho, of course.
There it is. Thing 2110, Tycho, Louis, Regalia, Fluff, and two more since I think we added this list. But yeah, I think we got them all.
Yep. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Twisted Council, Twisted Elders.
Twisted Council, you guys pay for the professionalism and we deliver.
Yeah, not. And also want to take a moment to mention our free Discord and Twitch live streams now. It's our third week or fourth week on Twitch?
I don't know.
Third week on Twitch, I think.
I think so.
Third week.
Come hear us. Come see us. Twisted10.com for all those links. Since we know you're enjoying the show, we know you want access to 30-plus hours of additional and exclusive content. Join our Patreon for access to the exclusive Twisted 10 After Show plus perks. Patreon.com/Twisted10. And then one more shout-out for Our show sponsor, Manscaped.
Hell yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Manscaped.com.
Shave your balls.
Shave your balls. Use promo code TWISTED10, all caps, all one word, no numbers, and you get 20% off any purchase from Manscaped.com and free worldwide shipping. So go check them out. We actually, I think Josh said we might have some more giveways for starting soon, at least.
So we definitely...
We've been teasing that longer than we tease this basement being finished.
Damn.
Well,
Lucky Ron.
We did have... so one of our council members, Pocket Asian, and there's some numbers, I think, but Pocket Asian, he ordered a performance package. Used our code. Thanks, dude. And
so did Trey, I believe. You ordered one of the same things, didn't you?
Yeah, I lost my first one because...
Order another one.
No. It was the 2.0, so I ordered the 4.0 for that, nice. And the nose and ear hair trimmer because thank you, Father Time. And so...
What were you saying, Josh? Pocket Asian hooked you up.
Yeah, so he ordered that, and he had a couple of the smaller products. The Crop Reviver. Of course, I left to drink right in the way. Crop Reviver, Crop Reviver, Ball Duster. It's next to that bottle of whiskey. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I can't see him, but he gave us a few things from his package. So,
nice.
Yeah, so we have a few more things.
I want something from his package.
Pocket Asian. Pocket Asian, thank you very, very much. We appreciate it.
And to our newest sponsor, Adam's Dick. Oh, sorry.
It's a short-term sponsor.
Yes, it is.
Builds you up and lets you down. Never delivers the load.
Not with 5 kids.
I feel like I need to give a condom class to all of y'all.
Yeah, that's a good point. We do have a lot of kids.
I haven't had a kid for 17 years. I figured it out eventually.
I pull out like it's Jenga. No kids, no marriages, no divorces.
I pull out like it's Jenga. Dude, that's awesome. I like that. All right, so Josh brought us something else in studio tonight to sip on. I haven't sipped it yet. So we are drinking tonight. This is a drinking night. At least a few of us that are interested in that. What are we sipping on?
Well, back to giving some love to Pocket Asian. He is actually a real-life friend of mine as well. He came to my housewarming this weekend, Ron. And he...
I didn't come. I forgot about it.
Just ghosted.
Sorry.
Adam.
But you didn't even say, hey, where are you? Nothing. I just showed up. I was going to watch Ghostbusters. I watched Ghostbusters, but I can watch Ghostbusters.
Oh, jealous.
It was a rough weekend for the Poston residents.
Josh didn't miss me, trust me.
Oh, that party was amazing. Y'all missed out.
I missed out, but Josh didn't miss me.
I missed all my friends who couldn't make it. So Pocket Asian, real life friend of mine, he, as a housewarming gift, brought me a bottle of Elijah Craig.
Ooh.
It's a small batch, single malt whiskey. Or bourbon? Is it bourbon? No, it's whiskey. Here's a bourbon.
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So okay, both.
Cool. It's bourbon.
Well, it's bourbon. All bourbons are whiskey. All whiskeys are not bourbon.
I think bourbon has to age or something.
No, it's about the corn percentage, corn versus something or other.
I drink
is how they determine what's bourbon versus whiskey.
Oh, okay.
It's like more than 50% is one, less than 50% is another. I forget which is which now. I forgot. I used to remember. I forgot.
Man, and so that bottle that we brought in last week, that Nika whiskey that we were drinking, that Japanese whiskey, that someone brought to a house party and left, that's a $90 bottle of Japanese whiskey. It was super good. That's probably top 3 for me now.
That Japanese one? Yeah. I'd mentioned a couple people had sent me a message in Discord asking about it. So I'm like, fuck, what was it? That's when I asked you. I'm like, what was the name? I think I tagged you in our group asking about the name of that. This shit bites back, man.
Yeah, that's 94 proof, and this is 43 proof, the Japanese whiskey.
This bites back really, really well. I know you're not drinking tonight, Ron, but this one's a good one. Do you want me to swish it around my mouth and then give you a kiss?
No.
I do.
Oh. Yeah.
You can swish it around your mouth and give me a blowjob, but I don't know if I'll taste it.
You don't know if you'll taste the blowjob I give you.
Man.
No, I don't know if I'll taste the whiskey or the bourbon, but
oh, that's awesome. All right, so no, this weekend was it was a rough weekend. I'll talk about that a little bit in the after show tonight. I won't bore the actual show listeners with that, but I did do something pretty cool for the show, so I want to play that for you guys in studio. It's only a couple of seconds, but I came down into the studio with my daughters. My daughters are 1 and 3. So little girls. So this one is, I was trying to get my daughter Abby to say you're listening to the Twisted 10. I thought that would be an awesome promo, but there was a problem in the communication, I think. So here, it's not very long, so take a listen to this. Here's what I want you to say, Abby. I want you to say, you're listening to the Twisted 10.
I'm listening to the Twisted 10.
Say, you're listening to the Twisted 10.
I'm listening
No, don't say I'm, say you're.
You're.
Say, you're listening to the Twisted 10.
I'm listening.
No, don't say I'm, say you're. You're listening to the Twisted 10.
I'm listening.
No, not I'm. Say the word you're.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She is. She's like, I don't know, and then leave.
That's awesome. That's so cute.
I eventually got her to say, you're listening to the Twisted 10. So eventually it worked out. But she was sitting down here playing with the mics and playing with shit. It was a lot of fun.
Was that when nothing worked?
What? Is that what?
Is
that why when you came in here nothing worked? Yeah, both daughters were down here.
Actually, I mean, everything, we added all new cables tonight, and everything worked first try.
Ooh.
I think.
Yeah. Twitch is like, why do we see somebody's internet browser only? We don't see anybody's camera feeds or.
We did have for a brief moment tonight, and there's nothing there's nothing I could have done about it. But
porn?
Like the internet dipped a little bit,
and
our stream like went down. We had a bunch of people drop off Discord. They're all back now. Yeah, Twitch is back.
That's probably why I couldn't send this fucking tweet. I thought I was going complete boomer. Like I know how to send a tweet. If I could do anything, I could send a damn tweet, and it just wouldn't. It just kept on trying, and then just said, "Fuck you, no."
No.
Yeah, but I did get it to go through a couple minutes ago.
I did drop VPN earlier today too for work, so I imagine it might be Bright House just having some issues, or Spectrum, or whoever the fuck I pay now. Pay for a fantastic connection, but sometimes it just kind of craps out, and it is what it is.
No, I mean it's only like 6 megabit. It's not like a lot.
Huh? That's really
it's all it's used.
That's really exciting.
Anyway, it's not. It's terrible for everybody else.
Yeah, good point. Fair.
All right, it's working now. Things are good. Everyone says it sounds great. Twitch.tv/Twisted10 or Twisted10.com for a Discord link. I did it.
Go.
Boom.
Dude, nice. You got your plugs in, even though you're in the producer seat tonight. I like it. Trey, so real quick, what's new in the life of Trey since the last time you were here, which is 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago? How long ago was it that you brought us that last list?
Ooh, so a lot has changed. We'll save a lot of that for the after show.
Deal.
Ooh, spicy.
Oh, it's very spicy.
Hangout council for the live stream tonight. It is spicy. I know the story.
You are missing 2 extra boobs in the studio tonight. I mean, that was pretty relevant from the last time you were here.
You have 2 boobs right here, me and Adam. But there was 2 other boobs, much better than us.
Well, yeah.
After show conversations.
Yeah, after show conversation, as most of you can tell. Single now.
Fuck yeah, it's time to party. Wait,
yeah.
Right? Is that right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Those are after show. That's an after show worthy conversation, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, but other than that, not too much. Cranking out the comedy shows, running, producing, and performing. So
we actually, from my company, we're opening up an office in Atlanta. I know that's not exactly where
I am in Atlanta quite often. I run a show right outside of Little 5 Points at an Irish pub and bar in Rex, Georgia, once a month. So first Thursday of the month, except for I think January.
How close is Buckhead to Atlanta proper?
Buckhead is above Atlanta, as I understand it, and it is the pricier.
It's the highfalutin part of fancy. I think that's where our office is going to be.
Okay. Well, anytime you're up there,
there you go.
Let me know. I'll tell you where to go and who to see.
Yeah, dude. Well, I want to come see you.
Hey, man.
How far is it from your place to there? To both?
Well, you got to go all the way to Atlanta to see him.
That's fair.
Yeah, if you're coming up 75, I am exit 144. I am the Buc-ee's on the way.
Yeah, there you go.
Just hit me up and
deal.
I will show you the hood I live in.
I like that. All right, that sounds good. Any other show business, or are we are we ready to get to the show? It's your show tonight, Trey. So, do you have anything else you want to plug before we get into it?
Oh yeah, I actually get.
Besides,
I'm actually cheating on y'all. I will actually be on another podcast November 29th.
Well, thank you guys for listening. We're gonna get out of here tonight.
He's gonna be on the 10ish podcast doing the same list.
I have never said. I want it to be known, but it's
so
said
true.
it for the record. I have never once dropped the name of the podcast that I bitched about, but Ron has said it now like 2 or 3 times. You did it, sir.
Because I didn't have such a problem with it. I wanted to collaborate. You're the one that shit all over it.
I mean, You know what, though? It is, Trey, you do stand-up comedy, so often I've heard that often in stand-up comedy, a lot of the comics who have, suffered from joke stealing from Carlos Mencia also want to collab with him, right? Isn't that something that they...
A lot of the jokes he stole were from people opening for him and people trying to,
make a name for themselves.
Yeah, make a name for themselves.
I was mostly joking because of the concept that was stolen from us, and Ron wants to work with him. So it'd be like Carlos. Those comedians working
Carlos,
with Carlos.
What do you think of this joke? Oh, no, that joke sucks. And then 10 minutes later, he's on stage telling it. Is that how it went?
I mean, there's a lot of comedians that do that. Don't do that.
Being inspired being inspired. And look, we're all humans. We all have mostly the same trains of thought, especially in that stand-up comedy world. So it doesn't take a lot to get from point A to point B in a comedy story. But if you're stealing the whole story, the whole punchline, the delivery, it sucks.
That's why most comedy is turned to stories. That way you have people that can verify, no, this actually happened. They were there. You just have to wait for the statutes of limitations to run out, depending on the story.
Ellen has said before when they'd ask her, like a comedian might ask her, hey, do you watch much stand-up comedy? She said, yes, unless I'm writing. She goes, if I'm writing like a set or something, a show, I stay away from listening to any and all stand-up comedy just to avoid like material, being influenced by it, but accidentally just thinking I thought of something and it was because I had heard it somewhere.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's a lot of comedians that do that when they're trying to write a set, trying to write jokes, they just stay away from listening to other stand-up.
I hope they would.
Thought that was interesting.
So the other podcast you're going to be on, what's it called?
It is called Para-Realm Encounters, and they are actually a ghost and phenomenon podcast talking
not
about
enough of those around.
Things.
This is a good home for that. We've got Hysteria 51 and Mr. Bunkers that kind of have the same type of look and feel. That's cool.
Well, I don't believe it. So I get to be the
skeptic.
The skeptical comic is what they're calling me on this episode. But yeah, I'd get you in touch if y'all want to do a collab or something.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. At least we'll give them some plugs. So what was it again?
Para-Realm Encounters.
Para-Realm Encounters. Are they out of Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do they do top 10? I just just for protecting for Adam, making sure they're not doing top 10 lists.
They will when they, if y'all want to collab, I'll give them y'all's copyrighted.
Ron's got some balls tonight. Listen to. All right, let's get in. You guys ready for me to push this button?
Mood, so my comedy gets dark, and mostly it goes towards Adam.
It does. It does when you get mad.
You're the easiest target.
You don't have the direct line of sight dad eyes tonight, or maybe you do.
Josh gives me dad eyes, gives me dad texts. Fuck you, Josh.
All right, it is that time. Let's hit this button.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Less talky, more twisted 10 lists. Get to the damn show already.
All right. So there's Ann. Ann has given us our delivery. So, Trey, this is your show, buddy. Take it away whenever you're ready.
All right. Do y'all want me to hit the buffer or y'all just want me to go straight into it?
What's the buffer? Oh, the bumper. The bumper. Yeah, save that for the end.
And do that afterwards.
Just what are we talking about? What is the list about?
All right. So the list is about different fan theories around one of arguably the greatest cartoon characters of all time.
Ooh, Wile E. Coyote.
A little less durable and a little more secretive.
One of the best.
Road Runner.
I see what you did there. So one of the most. What was it? What was the adjective you used? What cartoon characters? One of the most infamous? No, what did you say?
One of the most well-known.
Well-known. So Mickey Mouse would probably be the most well-known.
So I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to interject real quick. When we have a guest host, we say this every time we bring somebody in. When we have a guest host, one of the normal hosts, Ron, Adam, or myself, will vet the list and make sure, it's good. Now, Trey, I didn't vet his list so much, just his topic, more for posterity.
Well, he's a listener, and he's been on here and done lists, so he knows the drill.
All that good stuff. So, so I will not be taking any guesses if there is a game tonight because I know a lot about the list, and I know who the superhero is. But if you want to host a list, reach out.
Yeah?
We love having guests. We love having guest host lists.
Don't listen to Josh that way. Yes, of course we do love having guests, but mostly it's because none of us have to do the list that week, which makes us all very happy. Because it is a lot of work that goes into guesting.
Speak for yourself. I'm the fucking list master.
Ron wanted to do all of our lists. It's like, fuck you guys. Let me just do them all.
I was willing to do every other list, not
Welcome
all of
to
them.
Anthropology Top 10.
On NPR.
All right, so no, are we gonna do we guess?
It's not a game tonight. I figured we've done that with my serial killer list, which y'all can check out on any major platform. I just wanted to have an open discussion because we are all a bunch of superhero nerds sitting in a basement, and
absolutely.
So it's a cartoon character though, not comic book character, but cartoon character.
Both.
Well, so like for example, Superman was
close.
Oh, really? Batman.
There you go.
Is Batman?
Yep.
I'm Batman. Yes. All right. Well, thanks for listening. No, just kidding.
Good job,
So this is the
detective.
top 10 fan fiction stories involving Batman.
Some of them have actually become canon. And
Really?
what canon means, if you're not a big nerd, is they are now part of the Batman story or DC multiverse or however you want to categorize it.
So like the comic book in this case is DC. DC has recognized some of that fan fiction or fan lore,
Kind of incorporated it into the
official.
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is pretty good. This guy's a good writer. We're gonna pay him $100 and take his concept and sell millions of dollars worth of merchandise around it.
Unless it's something
Disney.
cool on YouTube, and then they'll hit you with a cease and desist hard.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, well, very cool. Take us through it.
All right. Number 10.
Number 10.
All right, this one is called Flashpoint and may actually come up in the next Batman film.
The Batman with Rob, what's his name?
Rob Schneider?
Rob
Snyder's going to be Batman?
Robert Schneider, yeah.
I would prefer that,
Robert
actually.
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Edward from Twilight. He's the next Batman.
He's the sparkly
Yep,
vampire.
that's the face you're supposed
He's
to
be
make.
sparkly when he takes off his Batman suit.
I'm sorry, I don't feel you should be Batman if you have arms like Avril Lavigne.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he's pumped up those arms. Come on now.
Here's my thing for any superhero or supervillain. Make me feel like I can't kick their ass.
I don't know. You haven't seen the movie yet.
I mean, I felt the same way about Apocalypse with Marvel.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think you could kick Edward's ass. You see how fast that dude was?
They kind of did the same thing with Dune. Did you see the new Dune remake?
I have not.
So there's no spoilers. I'm going to tell you about this. But it's relevant. The new Dune remake is a phenomenal work of art. It is beautiful. It's a masterpiece of like cinematography and music and ambiance and settings and characters and the whole 9 yards. But the guy that they got to play Paul, the fucking lead, is like the original Paul in the original Dune in 85 or whatever it was, he looks like he could scrap. He looked like a little badass. Even though he was smaller than some of the other characters, he still looked like a little badass. This guy is like, Twilight all over again. He's very like frail and very attitudey and very sassy. It's not the Dune. He still did a good job, so don't get me wrong. I think it was a great movie, but he didn't do as good of a job as if he had more of a stage presence. I think that would have done better.
And I could be wrong. I was very against Heath Ledger being the Joker until I heard that Joker laugh, and he knocked that completely out of the park.
He died during that shoot, didn't he?
No, he suicided or overdosed or whatever afterwards.
Suidosed.
Sue Clinton. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Flag
on the play.
You're going to say it.
Threw your own flag there.
It's funny that you describe it that way, though, because in my mind, and I'm going to be that guy, I hate to be that guy, as someone who read the book and did not watch the old movie, the casting for Paul, I'm a fan of. Just off trailer.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen the movie yet, admittedly, but...
You still haven't seen the new movie?
He's got 2 kids.
The fuck? You were jerking off about this movie for 6 months.
I know. You're telling me
find
dude,
2 hours in the middle of the night and watch the movie.
I would have 2 hours alone with my wife to watch a movie. That'd be wonderful.
I know what happens when you have 2 hours alone
That's
with your
what
wife.
I'm saying.
Third baby.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
No. I think I don't know. Just watch it. I didn't read the book. I don't have as much insight as you do for Dune.
And I only mean what he looks like. Now I don't know his acting. I only see the hype clips. All
He's
that
a great.
good stuff.
The acting was good. It was great in the movie. He acted like they portrayed him, which was a little bitch in some scenes. But that's okay.
He was kind of white. whiny.
Was he really in the book?
He complained a lot about how shitty the planet is. Like,
hey,
so that's what I'm saying. Like,
maybe it's so fucking accurate that real Dune nerds out there are going, "You should have read the book." And maybe they're yelling at me right now.
I mean, as a veteran, that is most of what we did when we were overseas.
This is true. All right, so Batman.
Flashpoint.
Yeah.
So Flashpoint was used. Thank you. Flashpoint was used in a few other things in DC comics. Like I watched the series Flash, and they had a Flashpoint in Flash. They also had one in Supergirl. There's a Flashpoint in Supergirl, the TV show. Is it the same event, or is it different events and different
basically,
stories?
As I understand it, and I'm sure Mr. Wright and a few other people are going to totally blow up my inbox about this. But the Flash went so fast, he actually went into a different universe within it. So everything is the same with a different multiverse or whatever, except for one or two things.
Yeah.
Well, in this one, the thing that's different is when Joe Cool shot, he didn't kill Martha and Thomas Wayne. He killed Bruce.
No shit.
And then Martha became the Joker, and Thomas Wayne became Batman, but this Batman carries a gun and does kill criminals.
Really? Fucking mind blown. So that's what this new series is about, that, or new...
I've heard there are different Batman from different multiverses in it, including Michael Keaton, and thank God, bring him back.
Michael Keaton is absolutely in this, and Ben Affleck.
I would love to see Val Kilmer come back as Batman, but his throat's so jacked up, he can't really do much more acting. I mean
he's Batman. He doesn't have to say anything. Just show the
That's
bat
actually
nipples.
perfect.
You know what?
Hey, Batman!
That's a fantastic point. All he has to do is growl, and he can do that. Not making fun of the guy, but kind of making fun of the guy.
Have like a blue cape blow by for an Adam West homage. Like, do it right.
Dude,
just put them all in there.
That would be great.
Put them all in there.
So is that... I'm confused by what you said and then what Trey said and then what Ron said. Is this a theory that it's Flashpoint, but all of the different actors are definitely in it? Is that the line?
I don't know what the new movie is going to be about. There are different Batmen in it. So there is the possibility of Flashpoint, Thomas Wayne, Batman being in it.
But in it with all the time.
So, like with Flash, when Flash ran so fast he broke through a barrier and entered another universe, that's when he actually met Supergirl, because Supergirl's from a different version of Earth than what Flash is from. They're both from Earth, just different parallel Earths running at the same time. And then they eventually find out in that there's like hundreds of these other Earths. Not all of them have superheroes in them, and not all of them have life in them. I mean, some of them are just dead planets. But they find each other through that, like Green Arrow? Green Lantern. Green Arrow. Green Arrow's the same way. He's in a different universe, and then they come together to fight some evil force. So they bring all of these, they handpick the superheroes from all of these different universes to fight.
Interesting that we've got Marvel and DC doing plays on the multiverse almost simultaneously. Spider-Man in December and then Flash next year.
Well, so Spider-Man was disappointing, and I'm hoping Batman doesn't start to go this way. That Batman is DC's version of Marvel's Spider-Man to me, because there has been so many reboots of Spider-Man and the character of Spider-Man that to me, I'm like, God damn, how many times are they going to tell the story?
That goes into ashcan films and fans' rights. When you have intellectual property, the fans have a right to it. You can't just buy it and hold it hostage like the guy who bought Dick Tracy did. You have to put out something.
So that's why they keep doing it.
Yeah, they'll put out garbage to keep the rights, because in the long term, you'll still get more money. That's why it's Spider-Man Origin, or the last Fantastic Four movie. Like, they will put something out.
That was a hot mess.
Oh, yeah.
They've all been.
Is that the one where they went to like another dimension to fight him?
And then the Thing was naked, like...
It was a weird ending. It's been a while. I saw it one time. I mean, it was a superhero movie. I watched it. Ooh, cool action. And then I brain dumped it. But
yeah, that's why you have stuff like that, is because of them wanting to keep the rights. So they'll just make a crap movie to keep the rights.
All right. I guess that makes sense. It just, I would almost rather not see crap come out of the studios just for rights retention than what they've been releasing. It's just, to me, there's too many times they're retelling the same story. You can only capture a generation so many times before they just give up on the franchise. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. But
Oh yeah, I have.
Shit, they keep selling tickets, so I guess I'm wrong. I guess I'm the outcast here.
Yeah, no, I have 2 Spider-Man tattoos. I love the X-Men. I understand them just putting garbage out to keep the rights.
X-Men, they haven't necessarily rebooted. They extended it, haven't they? They keep going with different stories. No, we're tangenting. I apologize, but they keep going with different stories, like how many times Logan can grow old, and I get it.
Well, Logan was amazing.
The movie Logan.
X3 was garbage. Whatever that Apocalypse movie was, like.
Is it the one where they were lifting up the ships in Cuba that were about to have the Cuban Missile Crisis? That one?
Maybe.
Yeah, that one was silly.
It was bad, and Storm's the wrong age, and a million other things.
So.
She was 12. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, what? Storm's the one with the eyes.
I don't know. I'm just.
She was really young in that.
I've seen like very little of the X-Men. I haven't seen much of those.
Yeah.
I just remember the skin-tight suit with the eyes glowing bright white with her hair all white flying through the sky.
That is Halle Berry Storm. That's a different one.
Oh, which one do you think I was referring to?
The one in the Apocalypse movie where she has the Days Past mohawk from an alternate universe where Xavier dies and Magneto becomes the leader of mutant. Anyway, we're getting way off subject.
We're not even in the right universe anymore. Nope. Let's get back to DC.
All right.
Number 9.
Number 9.
All right. This one is going to go even farther out. Joker is Batman and Joe Chill.
All right. Who's Joe Chill? Help me out here.
Joe Chill shot Batman's parents.
Okay.
Now, in this one, Batman fights some huge ultimate evil and comes back to Earth, but somehow travels time in the process. His cape, cowl, and complete suit are ruined in the process. He finds some random clothes hanging on a line. He puts them on and walks down this familiar alley to see his parents and him as a child leaving a theater.
Holy shit.
He then realizes in order to stop this ultimate evil and to protect the Earth in the long term, he must become the very thing he has fought so long to prevent from ever happening. And he has to kill his parents.
Damn it.
He does. And then he tries to commit suicide, which is never the answer. Get help, etc. It doesn't work, and he forgets and loses his mind.
No shit.
He then has to become the Joker and train himself as the Batman by losing time and time again to help get him ready for this ultimate evil.
How disappointing would that be? How much of a mindfuck disappointment would that be, knowing that Batman is going to win every time, not because he's better, but because you're throwing all the matches?
It's like pushing himself right to the limit and throwing it.
Damn.
That's a good theory. That's a fun one. And is
now,
there,
are you... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is there something in the comics to crop... Like, he did leave Earth to go fight some big baddie and come back? Is that... Where does the line between actual canon and fan theory?
I did not go that deep with this. I didn't do as much due diligence as I usually do with my list.
No, you're fine. Do you know if any of these have been picked up by...
Flashpoint's canon. Like, you can actually have the Flashpoint Thomas Wayne suit in some of the Arkham games.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
He's the one with the pointy shoulders and the gun on his hip.
Nice.
As far as this theory, I don't know.
Just fan fiction still at this point.
Yeah, if you do know, throw it in the Discord with some links. We would love to nerd out about it later.
We do have, so our Discord is full of, like-minded folks. We're a bunch of geeks and nerds, and, we love comic books, we love sci-fi, we love video games, we love it all. So they're trying to get my boy Ron playing the Scum. They're trying to get him.
Yeah, I'm actually talking to one of your, because I've been in your Scum. Now we're really tangenting, but I've been in your Scum.
He wants you to be a pirate
Discord channel, dude. And when this guy said, "Let's go be a pirate," I'm like, "Fuck it, I want to be a pirate. How do I become a pirate?" Well, you need a computer. Let's start with that.
Let's start.
So I'm actually talking to somebody. He's about buying his computer. Doesn't have a case. So he said, "Well, I can build it for you by a case, or I could bring all this shit over to Josh. Josh can help me build this thing." And so I find somewhere to stick it in my house so I can play this scum game.
Dude, it's such a cool little thing he's doing. You build your own boats in there, and they're gonna have bigger boats that come up. But
we're gonna need a bigger
pirate
boat.
hats, and you get swords and shit, and you just go port to port and fuck with people. And
that's badass.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm ready.
All right, that's a hard tangent.
Sorry about that there.
All right. Number 8.
Number 8.
So Robin is a fail-safe for Batman.
That's poor planning.
Well,
Robin is a fail-safe for Batman, meaning like a genetic clone ready to become the new. No.
So Batman, if you watch Justice League, has a plan for any situation. Superman goes rogue, he has kryptonite ready. Flash gets going, he has something for him. He has something for every single superhero.
In case they're like corrupted.
Yeah, but in one of the episodes of it, they're like, well, if you have this on us, what do we have on you? And he's like, I'm not going to give you that.
He's like, I'm not a superhero, so I'm human. Yeah. There's your way to kill me.
Meta-human, which is like DC's version of a mutant.
Facebook human? Sorry. Weak.
Oh, that almost deserves flag on the play. That one that's worse than politics.
Almost.
That's not, yeah.
You said the F word, Ron.
The F word.
Don't swear in here.
Yeah, but Robin is supposed to take down Batman if he ever goes rogue.
Oh, good luck with that.
And Robin is actually trained harder than Batman because Batman's wearing all black. He is the knight. Robin is wearing green underwear, a red top, and a yellow cape. Do you know how much harder you have to work as a Robin to remain stealthy?
Yeah, he's like a circus fucking conductor out there.
Well, he came from a circus.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Apropos, I didn't even know that. Damn, so they're saying that Robin is the world's defense if Batman goes rogue.
So whose plan was that? Who planted Robin, so to speak? Superman? Wonder Woman?
No, that was Batman's plan. He put a failsafe in
for himself. Look at that.
Yeah,
talk about being committed to the project.
Yeah, and on a few of the games, I know Injustice 2, there's Flash actually flashpointing people in, and he needs all of the Justice League in order to pull out some kryptonite to stop Superman.
God, I'm so confused. Superman's bad now?
In some universes, yes.
Really?
Yeah, in the Injustice 2 game, he turns evil because somebody messes with his head and he accidentally kills Lois as well as a lot of other people in the city. So
if Superman,
I don't know,
he's like the best, right? Superman's like the strongest.
I don't know if Superman is bad, but I know the fucking movies are pretty bad. At least the latest ones.
If Superman wanted to rule the world or destroy it, or he is the ultimate in superheroes, right?
In my opinion, I think so.
Superman's superpower is not his superpowers. It's his restraint. Because he can never go full force, no matter how
That's what horrible. I say when I'm fucking somebody. I can never go full force.
My number one sexual power is restraint. and apparently for Trey, it's his pull-out game.
All right. Hang on. So the only thing that I was disappointed with in Supergirl, so I watched that series, and always in the Superman movies and comic books, Superman was, the quintessential superhero, stronger than anybody, faster than anybody, et cetera, et cetera. That was how they portrayed him. And his villains always would have some special thing that would initially confuse Superman, or counter something he could do, but eventually he would figure out his way to either overcome it or overthink whatever that obstacle was. In the Supergirl, same planet, same origination.
You're on that Supergirl shit, man.
Well, it was because hear me out. In Supergirl was Clark Kent's or
cousin,
Kal-El's cousin. Technically older cousin, even though because of a time situation, she ended up younger than him on Earth. Just she showed up a lot later, but she's technically older. Anyway.
Flux capacitor situation?
Yeah, exactly. 1.21
gigawatts.
In her show, all of her enemies are her equals. All of these people that come to do cause problems on Earth are all from fucking Krypton. There's like hundreds of these fucking Kryptonians with all the same powers, and it's like, well, what the fuck?
Well,
you lose your authenticity of a superhero if everybody can do the same shit.
Well, it could be a subplot of her fighting for equality.
Oh, that's way too deep on women's suffrage or equality. I see where you're going with it, but man, all right. That's like, I don't know.
They did that in The Incredibles, I believe. If everybody's super, nobody's super.
That's like Josh saves up his whole life and he finally gets his Lambo. He wants a Lamborghini Gallardo. And that's his supercar. He gets it. And then he drives over here. I've got one and Ron's got one. You've got one. We're all the same at that point. There's nothing special about it.
How would I fit in one?
Your super
I fit in a Miata. That's as low as I can go.
You can fold in half. I don't know. I don't know. Damn. All right. Yeah, we do. This is going to be hard not to continuously tangent on this topic.
Yeah, this is a real tangenty list.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to resist. I had all kinds of stuff flowing through my head. I'm like, nope. I'm going to keep it at bay.
As far as comic books go, if it wasn't made into a movie, I definitely have not read it.
I want to see Metamorpho turn into a movie. Metamorpho was my favorite comic book hero from when I was a kid. He could become any element on the periodic table.
Wow,
that's...
Wait, that comic book was actually chiseled into place.
And that was real exciting there, Adam.
It was a real superhero. It was one of my favorites. Yeah, I was a science geek when I was a little younger, but he could
just when he was younger.
Yeah, Adam, was that first issue written on a cave wall? Like, how old of a comic is
I do have episode number 1. It was black and white. Just kidding. All right,
number 7. This one is a little more twisted, so I hope y'all appreciate it.
For the Twisted 10?
Hey, it fits, apropos.
Yeah. In this one, Alfred is actually Bruce's father. And hired Joe Chill to kill Thomas Wayne. But he killed both Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne. And Alfred feels so much guilt. He works as an accomplice for Bruce in this vendetta he has, because he has so much guilt in making an orphan out of his own son and can never tell him that he is in fact his father.
So who were the other two that died? Were they just like pretending to be the parents?
Foster parents.
Alfred worked for Thomas and Martha Wayne. Thomas was away on business.
He hit that.
And Alfred hit that. Because if you look at...
Oh, yeah. All right.
Because Thomas Wayne was a businessman. Alfred Pennyworth is a straight up British badass. And he does use guns.
It's true.
I like that concept. That sounds like... That feels real to me, why Alfred's just hanging around just being this guy's butler, unless, it's like the Seinfeld episode, the show within the show, where he couldn't pay the ticket, so he had to be Jerry's butler.
Ron is going to realize one day that
nobody gives a fuck about Seinfeld.
Has seen Seinfeld on the show.
Somebody in Discord.
Sounds interesting.
Hit me up. I know somebody in there likes
Man, I'm a stand-up comic. I don't even watch Seinfeld. I watch comedians getting coffee in cars. But
you're missing out. Just saying.
You were looking over to me to bail you acknowledgement. Oh yeah, that was a.
I was just looking to see if you'd know about it. I shouldn't have figured you were cultured enough. That's okay.
That's right. Good.
You know what? Seinfeld is a very intelligent comedy. I get why you guys don't watch it. Continue on.
It was the first joke. The first time you told the joke was good. The second time, it kind of lost its luster. All right.
Yeah.
You gave me dad eyes, Josh.
It was fun to watch.
Told you in a pissy mood tonight.
So when do you get dad eyes? Is it that first week you don't get sleep?
Whenever I speak in front of Josh, I get dad eyes.
It's usually whenever something is of poor taste as perceived by the person giving the dad eyes. Usually that's when it happens.
Which is usually Josh.
Usually Josh, yeah.
And
Josh
usually aimed towards me. Because I usually say...
Ron, would you say he's the most judgmental out of all of us?
Oh,
Josh, am I immune to your dad eyes? Because...
No, he just can't. You can't see his dad eyes because they're so much lower because you're 7'11" tall.
Nice.
On my gudget.
I like that concept though about Alfred. That's pretty cool.
Well,
Alfred's banging. I like that concept too. I want to see Alfred banging.
Was it Alfred's family? I'm sorry. Let me say.
They have grandpa porn you can watch if you want to see that.
Wasn't his family has served the West family for a while? Is that the idea?
It wouldn't be the West, it'd be the Range.
Right. The Adam West family.
Sorry, I have the chat streams up over here.
He also served the Affleck family too.
Yes, I'm sorry, the Wayne family.
Sorry, dude.
I'm not sure.
I'm glad I didn't say it.
That makes two of us.
We can expand on it because next up is number 6.
Number six.
And this is actually my favorite one. Me and some friends were actually talking about making a straight to YouTube movie to try and get that so brilliant DC cease and desist letter.
It's true. That is very frame-worthy.
We want a cease and desist from some other podcast company. Just throw up on the wall in here. Get it one day.
That'd be cool. Or like Disney, C&D letter.
We thought for sure we would get something like some kind of attention out of those Disney episodes.
I turned it into a joke. If I had played the actual Pirates of the Caribbean theme, we would stand a chance of having that happen, but I did not. That was my pirate episode that I did.
Gotta be careful. They could take us off completely and be mindful of that. We don't want that to happen.
You couldn't take us off. I mean, they could sue us.
I mean, demonetize. Boom.
It wouldn't really hurt us that bad. I mean, look, I love Manscaped and all, but they ain't paying our rent. You know what I mean? It's a good contract we've got, but it's not that much money.
How much money did you make off that episode? You want me to just pull that down?
Here, wait. I think I got that covered in my pocket.
Can I round up? Sure, 1 cent.
All right, number 6 is actually Batman or Bruce Wayne, moreover, is completely inept. Alfred facilitates everything that is Batman.
So like remote control suit or something?
I'm going to go with my friend's version of it because we took that concept and ran like Forrest Gump on it. But basically, the Bat computer is down in a cave. I don't know if you've ever tried to use internet in a cave. There is none. So anything Batman types in, anything he does, whatever, is predetermined. All of these henchmen are just concepts Bruce has come up for himself. And Alfred hires actors in order to portray them. That's why there's scarecrows and clowns and freeze people.
So, that's a good point. So Alfred is just fulfilling the fantasy of his
to keep
master,
him away
I don't
from
know what the right term is,
Wayne Tech so he doesn't drive it into the ground. And Alfred has, of course, made this into a TV show, which is somehow hidden from Bruce. That's why nobody thinks Bruce Wayne is Batman, because he's a fumbling idiot. And I kind of wanted to do Beverly Hills Ninja with Batman in this.
So Bruce Wayne is being told by Alfred to shut up and color. That's effectively in this theory.
And like in ours, Robin was used anytime Batman got too far away from the cheese that they had set up for him, that he'd have to go back and do like office style interviews with the actors and just be like, before I was a Joker, I was strung out, and now I have Jesus and I am in, just go way too far with it.
Awesome.
And have like Bane be like, I am an MMA fighter. I have been in all this. I'm not taking it from that pretty boy. Yeah, I broke his back. He was talking smack during a fight, and I showed him what was up.
Ron does a really good Arnold Schwarzenegger. Give us your best. Give us your best.
I got nothing. No.
Chill out.
I got nothing.
When he's Mr. Freeze and the.
Nope, got nothing.
Chill out. Why are you so grumpy?
I just don't. I got no Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
But
chill out.
That was our whole movie concept. And then at the end, Alfred was going to get cancer and have to sell the company to Lex Luthor, who also runs it with another rich trust fund kid who thinks he's Superman, and set up for the inept Justice League.
I like it.
What was so if you were miming the scene for the rich guy that's pretending to be thinks he's Superman? How would you make it to where he thinks he's actually flying?
Drugs.
Lots of cocaine or something. Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Mescaline is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Mescaline.
Man. Dude, that one's deep. Some of these get really deep, especially the one with Alfred banging Mrs. Wayne.
That's your favorite one, isn't it?
That is my favorite one. I'm sorry.
Of course it is.
Horny.
Again already? I thought we'd been taken care of here a few times.
I have no good analogy to say for that.
I can't come over here every night. Jesus.
Easy come, easy go,
Yeah, there you go.
Not so easy come, but easy go. No, good list, dude. This is fucking cool. I'm digging this. What was your inspiration for this? Where did you find some of this information?
I'm a big nerd, and I have a lot of friends who are also big nerds, and we just discuss things like this. I find some of it online. Me and my friends came up with this movie concept, and some of us had to move away and couldn't actually facilitate it. But man, it was.
Dude, I am very, very much digging this. I'm a huge comic book fan. I've got the entire Death of Superman, the whole series across whole series across DC. What are some of the other ones that were involved in it? Image, I think. No, it wasn't Image. DC Action Comics. I don't know. There's another name in there too, but there's, I don't know, about 70 books across those during like the late 90s or mid 90s. That's all the Death of Superman. And I went out of my way to make sure I had the entire collection, and I've got it all now.
Nice.
So does like 15,000 other comic book fans out there. They've got the whole collection too, making mine basically priceless, worthless. But at least I've got it. It's kind of a cool thing to have.
Oh yeah. It's all, I always say it. You end up with two things in life. You end up with friends and stories. Make sure you don't bore your friends with your stories.
That's fair. All right.
So, Trey, before we hit the break, now that you're like a single man again, are you shaving the balls a bit more, using your Manscaped products?
I mean, I do that for me. That's just easier. I do a lot of hiking, and you don't.
Is that what we're calling it now? Hiking? Do you hike in the bathroom or just in bed?
No, I literally climb mountains. I went to Alaska earlier this year and climbed a glacier. Josh and I did a little mini hike with the family and kids today. Like,
the last episode you were here, we saw the mountains you climbed.
That's right. More importantly, we didn't see. You didn't see.
I didn't see it.
You respected it. You maintained that contact.
Saw the eyes only, totally.
Through peripheral vision. Yeah. Guys can see the world.
Well, hey, we talked about it a little bit last week, but if you're listening on the live stream right now, if you go to manscaped.com, there is actually a better promo than what we can offer you guys. Yep. If you go to manscaped.com right now, you get 25% off anything on the website. I will ask, still use our promo code because that still helps us out, but you will still get your it'll default to the better discount, which is the 25% off. So you'll get an extra 5% off.
Is that like a seasonal thing?
It's Black Friday.
Yeah, it's their Black Friday and Cyber Monday stuff.
Oh, very cool.
So that's going on until Monday
through Cyber
31st. Is Monday the 31st?
Yeah.
I think so. Don't know.
No, there isn't 31 days in November, so it'd be Monday the 30th.
So until Monday the 30th, 2021. So, of course, it's more for our live stream listeners at this point, but, go check them out.
Use our code Twisted10.
All right, so you're going to listen to a little bit of Truphonic from the new Jambiguous album. This is a song called Breakaway. Discord, we're hanging out with you in the break. We'll be right back, everybody else. Woo!
I cannot try to set my mind at ease. I'm not too blind to see that I'm right where I should be. Some days I can't get through when everything gets me down. Oh, and there's nothing that you can do. I gotta turn it all around. From the pain, break away and live to see another day. The more you give, the more they take. Remember times and all I heard was no. Who can say they ain't heard that before? No, you can't tell me which way to go. I know that I was meant for more. Every day is less of the love. everyone should have to live this way. You can try to make a change.
Welcome back to the Twisted 10. So we're getting deep into some comic book fan lore tonight.
Adam loves getting deep into stuff.
I do. I don't get deep that often into stuff lately, though. It's weird. I don't understand.
Just got laid like a week ago. Stop bitching.
No, you said that wrong. You said that completely wrong. I got laid a week ago. It needs to be like every other day at least. I mean,
yeah, for you.
It is. I do have a high sex drive. I do.
Yeah, you got the sex drive of like an 18-year-old, dude. Jesus.
Yeah.
Calm down, man.
I know.
How old are you? Like 42?
Yeah, 42. Yeah.
Okay.
I am the answer of life.
Testosterone hasn't quite dwindled in you yet.
The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
There it is. There it is. No, it definitely hasn't.
Get a vasectomy. It'll just take it right down.
All right. So you were listening to. Does it affect your testosterone?
No.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
It has
you guys okie doking me right now, or
it has zero impact on
zero?
Body
I mean, Josh can speak from experience.
Bottom, as can I.
You're quiet, Josh.
I know. I just
there you go.
I have to be right on top.
It's because of the vasectomy.
Yes,
nice. So pretty much when you get a vasectomy, they just take your vas deferens, they cut it down, so when you bust a nut, you nut inside yourself. Bottom line, you nut inside your balls.
That's not.
Yeah, it is.
So do
that's what Dr. Prody said.
Do I sit over a toilet and cream pie it out? What happens? All right, that was horrible.
God.
All right, so you were listening break for everybody in the break. You were listening to the brand new True Phonic album called Jambiguous. The song you heard was Breakaway. We also played a couple more of their songs during our break in Discord. For our Discord, that's our Patreon members, as well as anybody hanging out in Discord or in our Twitch live stream. We usually hang out and chat with them and talk about some nonsense during the breaks. So the breaks are a little longer than what you heard for the song. We just have some fun with our folks. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon and get additional bonus content, patron, go over to Twisted10. No, go over to patreon.com/Twisted10 and you can check out the different tiers. And actually
like Adam's tears when he doesn't get laid.
That's a lot, man. I'm all dried out now. I actually have a clip for us from this past week's episode of the After Show to play for you guys. So here it is.
You also do something called confession. You guys who are not Catholic, you're familiar with confession.
Everyone knows confession. I did
confession as a kid, so obviously my confessions weren't like
I stole bubble gum.
I weren't cheap. Yeah, but I didn't understand. You didn't have to be so specific.
Oh, man.
So instead of going in there to the priest, right? I'm like a 10, 11-year-old kid and being like, I said bad words. I touched myself or whatever stuff like that. I would be going. I would go in
the
there.
Other side is one.
I would go. I know it.
Me too.
I would go in there, and I would go in there and say stuff like, instead of saying I cursed, I would say, I said fuck. I said shit.
He's like, all right, stop saying it.
I said cock. I could only imagine his reaction on the other side of that wall to me. So this little kid going in there and confessing my sins, but at the same time repeating those same that were my big sins. I said fuck. I mean, I would literally go in there and do that. I haven't been in confession in so long, it would be weird, because when you go into a confessional, you say, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been such and such time since my last confession.
So many days, right? And you're supposed to say
it's been
days?
7 days, 2 months, 2 years, whatever. To go in there and say it has been 35 years since my last confession, just to feel the reaction from the priest on that. Just like the reaction when I used to say, fuck and cock and stuff like that, instead of just saying I said bad words.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 35 years since my last confession. Do you have some time?
Did you bring a pillow?
So yeah, that was we went into a little bit more conversation on Ron's confessions. So check out that episode. It should be going up tonight, actually, live as soon as the show's over, because it's just edited. I just had to pull that clip from it before the show, but it'll be up there tonight. So hey, I admit my faults, but
your shortcomings, if you will.
Yes, or no comings. Ron, carry on with that joke. Come on, bring it.
Got nothing.
Damn it. All right, let's get back into your list, Trey. This is good. Give us a recap, if you don't mind, of what 10 through 6 were. And I don't think we asked this question. Do you have a twist? Is any part of your list made up, or is there anything that's twisted in your list at all?
Oh, there is definitely a twist. But
there
is yet to come.
Oh, it's yet to come.
Just like Adam.
There
See, man,
it was.
I'm proud of you.
Took me a second.
That's me too. Again, it would only take me a second right now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Give us a recap. What's 10 through 6?
All right. Number 10 was Flashpoint, where Bruce dies and his mother becomes the Joker and his dad becomes Batman. Number 9 is the Joker is both Batman and Joe Chill. Number 8 is Robin is a failsafe for Batman.
I love that one.
I think that was good.
I like it because Batman created his own failsafe. Just commitment right there.
Number 7 is Alfred is Bruce's father, which is Adam's favorite one.
Yeah, because he's banging Mrs. Wayne. Oh, yeah.
Giving her the main Wayne vein.
Number 6 is, of course, my favorite. And that is Bruce Wayne is actually incompetent and Alfred is facilitating everything.
That one has so much comedy potential. That one could be just a great.
Just gotta show up at 10:01. The car's gonna take you there. You just have to get in it. Okay, just get in it.
Which way did he go?
No,
I'm Batman.
Well, that's why they're always
wear the bat suit, not the regular suit.
You're not Robin today, Bruce.
Well, that's why they're always
on. That's a boy's suit.
Yeah, that's why they're in abandoned paint facilities. That's why they're in,
always. That's a great
Yeah, if
theory.
anybody makes movies and you want, like, me involved, just let me know. Let's do this.
Dude, that's a great theory, because it is always these crazy, outlandish Mr. Freeze and the Joker, clowns, and crazy shit. Bane. I mean, all of these insane villains that are always fighting Batman. That's a good point.
Gotham has some of the most well-educated criminals you will ever see. Everybody's got a doctorate, it seems.
That's true. That's a good point. The Riddler, Jim Carrey's role was pretty good in that. I liked it.
They originally wanted Robin Williams for that role.
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Really? Yeah. What happened? Did he not want to do it?
He died.
No, he was still
in the
alive back
90s.
then.
I think he turned it down because he was fighting with Disney about Aladdin because they were not supposed to promote him being in the movie. He took a huge pay cut because he wanted to leave a legacy behind for his kids, like his daughter Zelda, who is actually a voice actor in Legend of Korra, I believe. If y'all are that nerdy, yeah.
Can you hear? Can you hear her father's influence in her voice at all?
No.
I hope not.
No, but I mean, you never know if he taught her the ways.
I just think it's cool that somebody named Zelda is a voiceover in a movie called The Legend of
Korra.
I just find that interesting.
There's actually Robin Williams cameo character in Breath of the Wild you can find.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Interesting.
Because he was a huge fan.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
But that's not part of this list, so let's jump back into it if everybody's ready.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right, number 5.
Number 5.
The Joker used to be a Robin.
Used to be a Robin?
Yes, that's why Joker knows all of these things about Batman, how to get him there, how to whatever. Because Batman is arguably the worst caretaker ever. He's had like 7 Robins, boys and girls, and they have either died or turned Red Hood, or he didn't know about
or just turned Hood.
Turned Red. Yo. All right, so wait, turned Red Hood. What does Red Hood mean?
Red Hood was Jason Todd, if I am remembering right. And after Dick Grayson, the original Robin, became Nightwing, Jason Todd became his new Robin. Well, Joker killed him, or so he thought. And this is the plot of Arkham Knight. Sorry if it's spoiled. It's been 5 years. You should have played it already. But Joker didn't kill him. Joker kept him prisoner in Arkham and tortured him for over a year.
Stockholm Syndrome? Did he flip?
He lost his mind. And he goes around and he is as trained as Batman because he was a Robin, but he is also very twisted from the Joker. And he becomes the Red Hood who is like Batman, but he does kill.
Huh.
Man, I'm glad I'm not drinking tonight. I would be so confused if I was drunk about
Oh, so you mean you're following all of this perfectly?
No.
Not. Yeah,
that's why I know I'd be even more confused.
It makes total sense. He was a good guy.
I just, if anybody is confused and is not a huge comic book nerd, no, this is how each and every one of us nerds feel when y'all talk about sports ball.
Yeah, you know what?
Sports ball.
That's totally fair.
Okay,
and also to add back into that, that's coming from the live stream. Robin Williams turning down the Riddler role goes back to when he was supposed to be the Joker. So I guess he was
supposed to be the Joker instead of Jack Nicholson.
So there's, there may be no other person in Hollywood I would ever have said would have done a better job, rookie, on...
You know what the funny part was? Is I was doing it down here, but I was making this face. God knows what that looked like on Twitter.
There's nobody else I could picture in my mind that would have done a better job as the Riddler than Jim Carrey, other than Robin Williams in his heyday. That I think he would have done a better job. Jim Carrey did great. Don't get me wrong. I think he did a good job.
At least competitive. It would have like.
Oh no, that to me. So Jim Carrey's on a pedestal to me already. I think he's got great prowess as an actor, a comedy actor as well as a serious actor. But he doesn't even fucking come close to the god of acting that.
Well,
I look at them as they're totally different, but I look at them as close equals because the way they, whenever they do anything, especially when they're like
full commitment.
It's full commitment to everything they do. They go and do an interview show and they completely dominate the stage. Like you can't have an interview and have Jim Carrey or Robin Williams with other people. For those other people just get washed over. Not because they're rude, because they just completely dominate. They can't be controlled.
Their personalities are
those are the only two I can really think about that are that way. So that's why I kind of look at them.
You know who else kind of held that same light? Comedian. No respect. Rodney
Dangerfield.
Yeah, he kind of held that same presence on stage wherever he was. He held that same spotlight.
So I'm not as familiar with some of his stuff just because it's just a lot older.
Yeah, he's old. Yeah.
I mean, I know he's dead now.
Well, he's like 110 if he was alive.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, no argument. Both of those two have such depth when it comes to acting and such range. But if I'm remembering right, to go off of what the Discord said, when Robin Williams was being negotiated with, it was more of a campy Adam West style Batman as opposed to the Michael Keaton dark, showing what a superhero movie could be. Because if it wasn't for the 89 Michael Keaton Batman, I don't think we'd have all of these superhero movies.
Oh, you think that was a catalyst?
I definitely think so.
I think it's an after show topic. I'm going to disagree a little bit.
That'd be a fun debate.
I think, I know this is going to sound weird, but my only thought is, I think the first the first Spider-Man iteration actually helped launch our current just monster explosion of superhero movies.
Which came out first, the first X-Men or the first
Marvel
Spider-Man?
Studios was like done, buried, garbage, nobody wanted to do it, and then all of a sudden Spider-Man, comes out.
Talking about Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, the first, whichever the first one was.
Kirsten Dunst,
that's when Marvel
naked,
said, holy shit,
naked.
superhero movies can rock.
It, but again, the Batman one was in 89.
Yeah, I know, but not much happened superhero-wise after that, besides more Batman.
I added it to the after show topic list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll can it and talk about it then.
Tonight.
That's a good one. Yeah.
All right, number 4.
Number 4.
And Joker is Batman's bastard brother.
Ooh, I can see that.
Now, this was actually
Bruce
brought up.
Wayne child?
Yeah.
I mean, what's his father's name?
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne's child?
Wasn't this in
This
the
was
latest
in
Joker
the latest
movie?
Joker movie.
Yes, it was.
Really?
They brought it up, and then it was quickly debunked, but just to show how much it could have been.
So who came up with this concept? Like, where did this originate from? Or do you not know?
I do not know.
Okay. Because that's interesting that it made its way all the way to such
The
a
guy's name is
mainstream movie.
Bob Gernacki. He lives in Wisconsin.
I just hope he got his
all
props.
There's all sorts of
It's the money.
iterations of this. There's one that Penguin and Bruce Wayne are somehow related
Danny
and tied
DeVito.
into.
What a great character.
Burgess Meredith. Burgess Meredith played the Penguin in the original show with Adam West. Burgess Meredith, for you guys don't know, is Mick from Rocky. He played his trainer.
That's older than Rodney Dangerfield. Yet when I
yeah,
feel
it
like
is
Rodney
older.
Like, I don't know much
But
about
he
that. That's
played
too old.
just for anybody, he played the Penguin on the original Batman show with Adam West.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And if you look at the mask that Heath Ledger is holding in the original heist of The Dark Knight, I believe, that is actually a mask that was used in the old Adam West Batman to hide the Joker's face. So that was a little ode to the original.
What do they
I
call
love
that?
when they do
Easter
stuff
eggs.
like that.
It was like
Easter
the
eggs.
mask.
It was a rubber mask.
Cool.
I remember seeing that.
Love movies. Love newer movies that have that play homage, I guess, with old Easter eggs. The new Ghostbusters.
Dude,
The new Ghostbusters does that.
That is a great
fun little
top 10 list.
Yeah, I've tried to put something like that together. I've really struggled. Maybe you could do better than me.
Top 10 Easter eggs in popular culture.
I have had that listed as an idea for a year and a half, and I just can't get it. Anyway, sorry, we interrupted you there,
No
Trey.
problem. All right, number 3.
Number 3.
The villains are all part of Batman's fractured mind.
That kind of goes back
It's like
to
a being John Malkovich situation.
that kind of goes back to the it's not the same, I guess, but kind of goes back to the it's all a show and he's just a dodo and they're hiring these actors to do it. But so it's all part of his mind. Was he like in a coma somewhere and this is all just in his head?
He basically just has a mental break because he's 10 and his parents are murdered in front of him. Like that's a lot.
Fair.
It's a lot to process. And
so at the end of the Batman saga, we're going to see Bruce Wayne all old and withered sitting in an old farts chair in an insane asylum somewhere.
So is him even being Batman then all in his mind as well?
Don't get ahead of me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Spoilers.
That's
fucking up the list.
coming, but I kind of see this one in a
Gross.
what was it, Bates Motel, where the guy is both his mother and himself. Psycho? To where, he's talking to himself. He's Mr. Freeze because of his cold heart. He's the Penguin because of his elitism.
Now you
power.
fucking do it.
It has. I
must
can't
flow
always do it on
Only do
demand.
it
You're
when
not
it's funny.
exactly a fucking stage
Look,
thespian
I'm
over
ready
here.
to fuck when I'm ready to fuck. You don't tell me when, okay?
All right, fucker. I'm gonna beat
See,
that
that's
out.
the difference between porn and OnlyFans, okay?
Only ends.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's interesting that he's just kind of created these in his mind, his fractured mind. Makes sense. What happened? What's happening to Josh over there?
All sorts of shit's falling down over there.
It's fine.
He couldn't believe it.
my phone
And
fell out of the
Two
chair.
Faces, the duality of him thinking he's both Batman and Bruce Wayne. The Riddler is his, who am I? What am I? What do I believe? And the Joker is the breakdown itself and his grip being lost in reality.
God, that movie, The Joker, the latest one. Have you seen it, Adam?
No.
Oh,
I've given up on Batman.
No.
I've given up on Batman.
Whatever.
I've given up on
That
Spider-Man.
movie is,
You're
as a
dude,
comic,
you need
that
to
movie
watch
is
it.
spot
It's a
on. Like, I
complete.
carry these notebooks around everywhere, and there's such a big part in there, and it's just like
it's a complete standalone. Gotta watch it.
Really?
Doesn't matter what you've watched before, what you will watch. It's a standalone, amazing movie, completely different from anything you've seen. It takes. If Joker was a real person, not a caricature. I said that wrong. Not a character.
Not a Gregature.
But a real. Not very good. Gregashures.com. Shit about the.
I love it when he gets nervous to hit it, that he knocks shit over.
I was trying to avoid spilling my drink, so...
Ron, hit the plug wheel.
Yeah. So I'm so grateful.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
So grateful. Shit, what the hell was I saying?
You were talking about the Joker movie. In the Joker movie...
So if you took Joker and made him like an actual crazy-ass person, not a caricature from a comic book, that is what that Joker movie was. It's amazing.
Well, I like that there are certain aspects from Joker movies. Like there's The Killing Joke, which is a dark, dark cartoon if you really want to watch it. And to where Joker's trying to prove that everybody is just one bad day away from becoming him. And they basically showed that in the Joker movie. And I heard in the next Joker movie that he's not the Joker. He is merely the catalyst for the Joker.
Oh, really? So everybody's one bad day away from fucking losing it? Is that,
away from...
What's the movie from the, like, maybe it was the early 90s?
Oh, you're talking about...
Oh, you're talking about Falling Down with Michael Douglas.
Yeah, Falling Down.
He just snaps in the traffic and then just starts walking and
just starts fucking killing people.
Fucking grabs this gang. There's a gang member there. Grabs this bag of guns, starts shooting fucking up a place because they wouldn't serve him breakfast at like 11:01 because breakfast had ended 2 minutes ago. Then he wanted lunch.
I wish. Why
then he got pissed off because it didn't look like the picture.
Like that's such a. Don't end it on the half hour.
McDonald's now serves in some places those Egg McMuffins
I
and
don't care.
certain breakfast meals all day long.
All day breakfast.
McDonald's started the speedy service thing, and there's a McDonald's thing with Michael Keaton in it.
The founder.
The founder, which
Great
you should
movie.
watch.
Great movie.
They no longer have speedy service. You go through the drive-thru and have to park and wait for your food to come out, and then it's wrong. You have to get back in line.
I've complained about this in the after show before. You show me a place that does not get an order wrong.
Chick-fil-A.
90% of the time. Chick-fil-A is a little bit different. All right, I'll put them on their own category of fast food because you're right.
I wonder if the Joker and Batman get mad about their fast food.
They specialize in their customer service.
No, they have less toppings. They have less ingredients. They have less sauces.
Taco Bell has like 5 toppings. They just make it a bunch of different ways. They still fuck it up. Fuck those people. All right, I apologize. My tangent rant is over. My rantgent.
Show me on this doll where Ronald McDonald touched you.
That's awesome.
Good call.
I like it. I do want to see that though.
Oh, yeah.
Show me how he touched you at his house. Ronald McDonald house? No, it was a stretch, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, Trey. I'll steal it. Boom. It's all yours.
Yeah, back to Trey.
All right, now we're going to go for Crazy Batman.
All right.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Batman is actually a patient in Arkham, and all of the supervillains are people that work there.
I love it.
Ooh.
The Riddler is the shrink because he's always asking
I want to
him
see
questions.
all these movies.
Right?
Right? Make them all.
Yeah.
I would watch every single one of them.
DC, can we get a What If series, please? I just want a cameo. That's it.
DC's not smart enough to do the stuff they need to do.
Right?
Fuckers.
They just need to sell to Disney. Make them one amalgam of both DC and Marvel.
When is Disney
together.
getting hit with a trust suit? Anyway, the Joker is actually the warden, and he laughs at Bruce's complaints because they're insane.
Okay.
Harley Quinn is his secretary, which is why they're a team. Two-Face is an orderly who acts nice and kind when people are watching, but when they aren't, he is very cruel. Dr. Freeze, or Mr. Freeze, is the doctor. That's why it's always freezing cold in there. And Robin is the only other inmate in there that will talk to him.
So his partner in crime.
There you go.
I like it.
Man,
that's cool.
That's fucking good, too.
It's a fun concept right there.
So far, I think my favorite's Dodo Batman, though. I think that's my favorite so far.
the guy, Alfred.
Which way did he go, Alfred?
Alfred's just
He's over there, Bruce.
Pulling all the strings.
Yeah, that's so who
the architect of everything.
Would Alfred be in this?
The warden.
Alfred is actually his caretaker and the only one who's kind to him because
like his orderly?
Alfred. No,
the orderly was the split personality. Where
Batman actually loses his mind and has to get institutionalized. Which again, no shame.
Alfred's the guy who gives him the pills.
No,
I know that's normally an orderly, but
no, Bruce Wayne is really a billionaire, but he loses his mind because of what happened, and grows up in Arkham. But Alfred has power of attorney over everything, so he's still very kind to Bruce and visits him.
Oh, so Alfred is a real person in this.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Because I think Adam was kind of going down the reign of Alfred is just another character he's made up, but it's really one of the people at the insane asylum.
That could be too, you know.
Gosh, so many different things you could do with this.
That would be so much fun.
What about Vicky Vale? Who would she be?
Who is she in the Batman show?
She's a news reporter and also a love interest
Kim Basinger.
from time to time.
A love interest of Batman's or Bruce Wayne's?
Yeah, and she could just be a reporter he sees on TV and has a crush on.
Yeah, she's just a part of the TV.
So Vicky Vale could then also be real, an actual real person, but he imagines this relationship.
You could go just like Jared Leno's Joker and just have delusions.
Ron, do you ever look at TV and imagine yourself with the person on TV? I do, and I'm not in an insane asylum.
Only when I watch the Twisted 10 on Twitch. I imagine being with myself, and then, strange enough, later on, I am. I make it a reality.
It was a stretch, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah. It is a stretch.
Oh, I get it.
Is that a dick joke?
Yes, a long dick joke. You would know about those.
This week, Kevin, come on.
Yeah.
That's lowbrow for you.
I already know your dick's bigger than mine, so we don't have to talk about it.
Do we want to compare it?
No.
That's after show. So if you want to see that competition, head over to patreon.com/twisted10, sign up for council membership, and we're doing it. We're doing it on tonight's show live right here in studio.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Oh. Josh, you're the third wheel in this, so you got to call it yes or no.
I think I'm going to go with a no because nobody invited me.
Okay.
What you got for us, Trey?
All right. I do have a honorable mention.
Before we get to
number one. This one did not make the list, but I feel it should have. Like all good cartoons, anime, manga, TV shows, except Firefly. It sucked. I'm sorry.
Really? You didn't like Firefly?
No, I did not.
Oh, damn. I did.
Anyway, they ended too soon.
I'll agree with that.
All right.
They ran out of money.
If you enjoy...
Firefly ended too soon. I thought that was your honorable mention.
You
think Batman ended too soon? Because it's still going.
Don't let me derail you. Let's stick to Batman.
They ended too soon. All right. One of the additions to Batman is actually Batman Beyond, which if you have not watched that and you are a Batman fan, watch it. You get to see what happens 50 years in the future.
Ooh, okay.
Where the villains end up, where old man Batman ends up. And the main character is a child, Terry, who of course discovers the Batcave because apparently that's all you have to do to be a superhero is find the Batcave.
Nice. Do you have to get bit by a bat?
No, that's Dracula.
You just walk. Nice, that's Nosferatu. So you just walk into the cave and you're Batman.
That's what Tim Drake did.
As long as there isn't already a Batman.
Well,
so you have to kill. If you can kill Batman and walk into the cave, you're now Batman.
Well, Batman had his back broken by Bane, and then I think Tim Drake had to step up as Batman while Batman recovered.
They copied that lore, so I knew that lore from somewhere. You know, have you ever seen?
Was he like the vice president?
Never mind.
Sorry, I had a joke. Continue on.
My story, Ron.
Go ahead, tell the story. Tell the story.
Drinking my
Tim
whatever,
Drake,
ass. Just tell the story.
Tim Drake was just a normal person, and he used his detective skills to discover who Batman was and how to get into the Batcave, and said he wanted to join him. And like Sun Tzu, Art of War said, it's easier to befriend an ally than it is to defeat an enemy. So
it's easier to befriend an ally.
Sun Tzu?
Sun Tzu.
The Art of War?
Yeah.
The Art of War.
That book was written, 1500? Like, it was fucking old. Like, 500
it's an old
years
book.
ago?
I don't know when. Sorry. I should know that, right?
But anyway.
Yeah, you ran a Books A Million
career. Is that my job? Should I look that up? I'm over here tonight.
Fucking producer. Googs, we miss you.
Yeah, dropping the ball.
Yeah, we need a hand.
Googs would actually rotate through cameras in some of the videos I was watching. You've been doing that, Josh? He's like, no, I've been staring at my crotch with this camera.
I've been doing the show.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's true. He's double duty tonight.
He's picking on me. Look, I apologize, Josh. Ron's picking on me so much tonight. I felt I needed to push it forward, and you didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. You're doing a great job tonight.
Thanks.
I'm serious. I'm trying not to sound patronizing as best I can. All right.
So anyway, the main character is this child, Terry. Well, the series ended before they could tie in the major plot point, which of course is Terry is yet again another one of Bruce Wayne's children that he just didn't know about.
Damn.
Much like Damian Wayne.
And that's for the future. That's for the future.
Yeah. He's in the future. It's pretty awesome. Like there are Joker gangs as opposed to the actual Joker.
Really?
There's no more Venom, which was Bane's drug. Instead, there are slappers, which work way faster, and it's just this, steroided up steroid. But it's so good because you get to see what happens to all of these villains, and I wish it would have come to fruition. But you can read all about that online if you want to and watch the show.
That's a good point. All these references, and we've still yet to make it number one, but do you have like a place that somebody can go search for these? Where can they find some of this
Google.
You know what?
Is there a Batman wiki we weren't aware of?
That was great. Yeah, that's kind of where I was going. Is this all on a wiki somewhere that people can look up and find?
No, this is just
search like Batman lore or
just
Batman fan fiction
theories. If you go on YouTube and Batman fan films, there was another one
there's
where
some funny ass Batman fan shit
on
YouTube.
The one versus the Predator.
Oh, there's some funny shit, man. My daughter has shown me some Batman stuff a few years
one
back.
Really
musical
one.
Batmans, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, there's one where the Joker has actually been just a patient in Arkham that was forgotten about, and he gets loose. There's also a really good one called Joker Blogs, and somewhere between The Dark Knight and the next movie, it fills in. It was a college kid project, but it was so good it actually had cameos from some of the actors in the show.
Oh, no shit. That's cool.
And it's got a beautiful twist ending, and it goes through the entire Harley Quinn Joker love process and his escape, and it's super good.
Ready for number one?
I am.
Ready?
I'm excited, actually.
All right, here is the twist.
Ooh, number one, the twist.
Number one is Bill Finger.
Papa?
Yeah, no idea what that means.
Did you say Bill Finger?
Yes.
Like like a person named Bill?
And Finger?
My name is William Pointer.
Bill Finger, they call me.
All right. Who created Batman?
Oh. Who originally wrote the story? I couldn't tell you.
No,
now, originally, Bob Kane got full credit for creating Batman. The unfortunate thing is he stole credit from Bill Finger.
Really?
Bill Finger spent his entire life creating one of the most legendary superheroes of all time and got no credit. He died poor, penniless, and alone.
Really?
And his body was thought to have gone to a potter's field. And for those of you that don't know what a potter's field is, if you die and they don't know who you are, they put you to rest in a nameless grave in a potter's field with other unknowns. Thankfully, Bill Finger did not go into one of those graves. He was cremated, and they actually took his remains to a beach, dug out a Batman symbol, filled it with his cremains, and let the ocean slowly wash up.
Oh, that's cool.
And take it. There's a great movie, I think it's Amazon Prime, called Batman and Bill, if you really want to go into it and learn all of what he did to keep Batman.
Oh.
There you
sorry,
go.
That's what you were going to put on last night, right? My fault.
So,
I overruled him.
Does the family of Bill Finger give any kind of, like, are they given any royalties at this point? Or has there any official recognition or lawsuits?
Batman versus Superman was the first time that Bill Finger was ever officially recognized as being part of the creative force of Batman.
Oh, so the studio has now acknowledged it officially.
Yes.
Oh.
That is as far as I know.
So what about the dick that stole the rights to
I'm pretty sure he's dead because Batman came out in 1939.
Yeah, I guess that's probably a good
Bill
point.
Kane.
Bob Kane.
Bob Kane.
Damn, is this
Bill
like the
Finger
Tesla
Bob.
versus Edison type of back and forth? AC versus DC kind of? Or DC, ironic DC Comics and AC and DC Current. All right, that was a stretch of a joke, but you get my analogy.
But with less elephant execution.
Yeah. I don't know, what's the 30s? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just
but
as much.
no.
Damn, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
So he had to go his whole life watching, I guess not his whole life, but some of his life watching the fame
watching
of his
somebody
creation.
get rich off of what he did and having nobody believe him about it.
Damn. How did they prove it? How did they find out eventually that it was true? Did they...
It's in the documentary. It's been a minute since I watched it, but you can learn as much as I know from watching it. It is a good tearjerker.
Oh, that's good. Damn. Well, hey, posthumously, way to go, Bill Finger. Hopefully his middle name was Middle.
Bill Middlefinger. Nice.
Yeah, he was actually going to put that on just last night. So Trey's been staying with me since this weekend, and I overruled him to watch The Wheel of Time, which is a Amazon Prime series.
You've been talking about that some of our listeners.
I have been
so good.
Excited. Yeah. Oh my God. And I watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm going to talk all about it in the after show.
Greg, who was just here last week, who did the episode with us, he was telling me, because we went to see Ghostbusters this past weekend, he was telling me he watched it. It was freaking amazing.
Did they have the popcorn dispensers? They are supposed to have Ecto-1 popcorn dispensers at the theaters you can buy.
The car.
Oh, cool.
I don't think I saw that, no. I didn't notice. If they did, they didn't offer it to us.
Yeah, I'm on book 11 of 13 of The Wheel of Time.
I thought there was more than 13.
There's 14.
Oh, okay.
Technically, but it's like the 14th book is like it's in the world. It like fleshes out the world, but like the main arc with the main character is 13 books.
Here's a little secret you don't know about that 14th book. It was written by Bill Thumb.
It was written by
Brandon Sanderson.
Actually, so apparently it was. It's not accredited to Sanderson. It's accredited to
Robert Jordan?
Yes, thank you, Robert Jordan. But it's like from his manuscripts, I guess. So it's like... Anyways,
it's
like,
canon. It counts.
Like the Tolkien stuff where like his son finished a bunch of it. I'm sorry.
Fair.
So Batman. My fault.
After show.
We're going to talk about this in after show. We're going to spend 10 minutes on it now.
I know.
I feel like the after show is going to be longer than the regular show. We might have to trim down this list a little.
That's fine. I told Claytor I would talk about it, one of our council members.
Dude, that was a really good list, though. That's I learned more about Batman tonight than I think I've learned.
Super enjoyed that. Okay, every time you come, you need to bring a list but a different character, just like this.
Oh, there's fan fiction about
some fucking
Harley
superhero.
Quinn.
Don't care. Don't care who it is.
Metamorpho. META.
Something from the Marvel universe, just to switch it up.
I've got him on Spider-Man.
I would kill. Dude, there's so much on Spider-Man.
Wait,
Awesome.
we don't need fan lore for Spider-Man. There's already 17 reboots of the fucking movie to begin with.
Stop shitting on Spider-Man.
I'm not shitting on it. I'm half of the perspective out there on the internet about
and
Spider-Man.
And the other half is giving them billions.
He's just jealous that our show's only had one reboot.
Who's going to be the next Adam? That's what I want to know. Who's playing the next Adam?
Let's get
I don't know. I hope he gets laid more, though. All right, you guys ready to get
make
out
sure
of here?
The next Adam is just slaying.
Trey, give us your plugs. Let us know how our listeners can find your comedy and can find your entertainment stuff.
Entertainment stuff?
Well,
Man,
he does more than comedy.
That was smooth.
All right. Hey, Josh.
I think I actually annoyed him that time.
They're actually going to be banned and pow.
Fucking write this down. It's going into the books next week. Ron is 100% the MC. He's sitting in the hot chair, pushing the buttons, doing it all. It's his show. You're doing it next week.
You're pulling out. You can't do it. I can't.
No, I'm not.
Bullshit. That's
I want to have the ability to think of the rapid fire shit and throw it your way too. We're just switching seats. That's all.
Just because you're not quick on your feet, don't blame me.
Don't worry. I'll put a pillow in my shirt. We'll be good. I'll look like you.
I had a Jabba the Hutt.
I went fat. That was lowbrow. I'm sorry. That wasn't.
Yeah, especially coming from another fat guy. I guess that's okay.
Man, he kicked you right in the dick with his orthopedic shoes.
Yeah.
Well, he knows it's not being used, so it's good. It's a pretty good spot to kick me.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
it's all
give us your plugs and yes, your entertainment stuff.
All right, November 29th, I am doing Parallel Encounters. So if you want to check them out, we'll be talking about how ghosts aren't real.
I love that you're going to be the skeptic on there.
Now, do they accept the skeptic voice, or are you just going to be shitting all over their podcast? That's what I want to know.
A little bit of both, but your greatest enemy is also your biggest asset, because anything you fall short on, they are the first person to point out to you.
So wait a minute, say that again. Your greatest enemy is your biggest asset. So when you went and did the Brady Bunch podcast, you should have been the star.
Oh, they re-recorded my episode because I shit on it so hard.
But you told them to.
I told them to. I was like, it's the first episode, and I shit so hard on Brady Bunch. You probably guys should go back and re-record it, and they did, and it was smart to do that because I shit on it so hard. I hate the Brady Bunch.
I think I'm less hated on the Brady Bunch podcast than Ron is, because at least I didn't create something so bad they had to re-record the episode.
They didn't jump your audio.
Yeah.
Well, you don't open the show by jumping the shark, okay?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I shit on it.
But no, it's hosted by a good friend of mine, Tim, and he welcomed me criticizing it because it is a good counterpoint.
So he welcomes the skeptic voice. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll get you on touch. Maybe he'll be down here talking about some spooky stuff at some point.
Tell him to start prepping himself a list.
All right.
Does pararealism? Did I get that right?
Pararealm.
Does Pararealm?
Pararealm.
It's hard to say. It's
all right, George.
Pararealm. Or is that going to be a release? Is the release the 29th, or does he live stream?
I am not sure. It is going to be a podcast. We're doing some live YouTube stuff. With some other platforms, I don't know. I'm just
not
the
many
guest.
podcasts live stream, even though we do.
I know,
and very few actually do.
All the magic's in the editing. As far as my comedy show productions, you can check me out at talltreycomedy.com. It has all my social media links on it. I am on everything, including a very disappointing TikTok. If you're into that thing, it is boomerific.
That's what I call my dick, a very disappointing TikTok.
That's just because your balls hang like a grandfather clock.
They do. Walking down the road, it's brutal these days. Those things sag with age, Josh.
Yeah, and please come out and check out some of my shows. I do them at Rigby's Entertainment Complex out there on the patio the first Friday of every month. Last Saturday of every month.
They don't even let you in? They stick you on the patio? I'm just fucking with you.
He draws that big of a crowd, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. The last Saturday of every month, we are at Reboot Retrocade and Bar in Macon, and that is a fun room. If you have not been there, that is the nerdiest arcade in town, and some of the hottest comics come through there. There's also my new room in Rex, Georgia at the Irish Pub Bar and Grill.
Look at you blowing up all over the place. Holy shit.
And I do have a couple appearances in Panama City Beach as well as Pensacola coming in January. So stay tuned for those.
Oh, very
tell
cool.
a lot of conservative jokes in those in Pensacola.
I tell a lot of life stories.
Okay.
You know.
That's pretty red area up in their parts.
I stay away from the politics as somebody with a bachelor's degree in business. If you play to one side or one extreme, you are instantly alienating half your
audience.
100%
right. And that's why we do that here. We avoid that so we don't draw those divisional lines. Usually.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
before we head out, thank you to our Twisted Council. Thank you to everybody listening to us on Discord. Thank you for watching on twitch.tv/Twisted10. Thank you to our sponsor, Manscaped. Thank you to our Twisted Elders. You guys rock. Thanks for supporting the show so much.
Oh, you just ended it there. I'm like, what? Was that the end of it?
And
only hands
for all of our tasty jams.
Yes, that's the part I missed.
You coined that. It's pretty good.
It's how I remember.
Go check out Truphonics Jambiguous. Brand new album out just like last week. All right, that's it for us. Trey, awesome list. Thank you very much for coming back down here again. On behalf of the Twisted 10, we'll see you next week.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm Adam.
I'm Josh.
And Adam fucked us up. I'm Ron. And
I'm Tall Trey Comedy.
That's why you get picked on.
Yes.